Hi, I'm Mike Mercurio, Chief Executive Officer of the Greater San Diego Association of REALTORS and MLS. And this is The Scoop, where agents like yourself will learn about the latest market trends affecting San Diego real estate.
And I'm Mark Marquez, 2010 past president of the San Diego Association of REALTORS, as well as current director for the San Diego MLS. We're very excited here today. We're at the 2020 New Laws Summit put on by the San Diego Association of REALTORS. It's an annual event that we do to educate the brokers and the realtor members to make sure they're current on today's laws. That being said, we also welcome Mr. Otto Catrina.
Thank you.
2020 presidential candidate for the California Association of REALTORS. I've known Otto for years. He's heavily involved in state, local, national affairs with respect to all the realtor associations, and comes from the Bay East Association of Realtors in northern San Diego County. Thank you, Otto.
And thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Pleasure.
You're becoming a regular here. We just saw you a couple of weeks ago, so thank you for spending all this time with us. I'm sure you have other places to go. So you have been involved with your local association, state association and national association for a number of years. What is your main takeaway to share with everybody about serving in all those different roles?
I think the big thing that comes to the forefront is the professionalism, myself as an individual, the growth that I've had. Not only growing as a realtor, but as an advocacy. Having those relationships with my local city council and municipalities, my relationship with my state assembly member, and also my good friend, Congressman Eric Swalwell, who I'm federal political coordinator. So I have the direct, I get on the phone if there's an issue that we're confronted with, and Sacramento calls me up, our staff at CAR calls up and says, we need to get the information to Bill Quirk. I get on the phone, Bill's very responsive. Eric, if it's a federal issue, very responsive. But the whole advocacy component about getting involved has just been phenomenal. When I'm meeting with my clients, and I'm talking to my clients, and clients maybe saw me on Facebook that I was visiting DC, and I throw that little added, this is what I'm doing, trying to help protect private property rights and to protect the government from coming back and getting more taxes from the homeowner. And homeowners will appreciate that. They really do appreciate not only that you're selling real estate, but you're involved in the community. And that's a big thing that realtors, that we are we're the fabric of the community. So it's been a great ride. When I got involved the first time, I was asked to get involved in service. It was not my intention to become the president of the California Association of REALTORS, but by encouragement and little increments here and there, it's been very rewarding and very satisfying.
So we have a really current hot topic right now, statewide, fire insurance. Insurance companies are canceling policies or not writing on policies that are in fire zones, given the past recent wildfires in Northern and Southern California. Yeah. Shed some light on what the state's doing to impact that issue.
Yeah, it's an epidemic, and it's spread throughout California. I had the opportunity to go visit some of my colleagues up in the Chico Paradise area and see the devastation up there. We're just literally standing chimneys and washer and dryers that were melted, and the total structures that were devastated. CAR is very much involved with it. We've been talking with the insurance commissioner, Laura, on it. My colleague up in the Sonora area, who is past president of the Tuolumne Association of REALTORS, she has been talking with the insurance commissioner up there, and actually not getting rhetoric, but actual stories of people, seniors that are getting their properties canceled that can't afford to pay the increased cost on insurance. First-time home buyers is a concern that I had. I said, raising an insurance premium $50 to $100 a month could be the difference for food and gas money for some people that are first-time home buyers. So there are some changes that are going on the state level. They do have the California Fair Plan, which is the last resort. It currently, in its current position, does not involve liability or contents, and there's some revisions going on that right now with, I think it's the HO3 typical insurance plan, where they're going to increase it up to $1.5 million, and it'll mirror somewhat of a traditional homeowner's policy on it. So it's significant, and it's not limited just to the Sierras. You guys have it down here in San Diego. I just sold a home in Carmel, right on the ocean. And with the amount of foliage that's down there and shake roofs, it's an issue down in there also. So it's up and down the state.
So how can the average agent support CAR in this endeavor? Through our PACs, or what other vehicles do we have?
What I'd like to see and I don't like talking about money, but we're at a time in our industry where we need to talk about money. And we're not talking about a lot of money, but if we could get people to donate or to contribute a minimum, invest into your industry of $20, a minimum of $20. If we could get some of the big brokerages to, here in San Diego, to have meetings incorporated into their weekly meetings and see if they can get their agents involved, and not only get involved by donating or contributing $20, but getting involved in your local community, creating those relationships with your city council members and with your mayor, planning commissioners, and really solidifying those relationships in the community.
I remember back in the day, CAR had this campaign years ago that if you're not involved in politics, you're not involved in your business.
Right.
And everything you've just said today was very well spoken. Because you're involved and participating at the level you are, you're that much more knowledgeable as an agent to your clients.
Right, and it's a benefit. So that way, when you're going in for a listing appointment and you drop that verbiage down, and they're compared to somebody else, and you know who the other people, they're not involved, it really does make a difference. And I tell you, I've closed a lot of transactions because of people knowing that I'm involved in real estate.
Great input.
Great.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us. This is The Scoop. We hope to see you next time.
And don't forget, you can go to sdmls.com/stats to get all your latest data, emailed or text, print reports to provide to your buyers and sellers and make informed decisions.